back to my channel, Sas here. I'm here to do a review of the real Blac Chyna. Now, when I seen the trailer to this show, I was intrigued. Now, I'm not a fan of Blac Chyna, but this trailer sucked me in. Then I did some research and I found out that it was on the Zeus network. Z-E-U-S. And I said, now, wait a minute now. What is Zeus? I had never heard of Zeus Network. Apparently, there is some Instagram stars and other celebs do reality shows or dating shows. Anyway, honey, this is a paid subscription. And I said, of course it is. It's $3.95. Her show comes on Sundays at 8 o'clock, which is perfect because 90 Day Fiancé is wrapping up, so this will be my Monday video or Sunday late video. I'll leave the link to the channel down below if y'all want to subscribe. Again, it is $3.95. I went ahead and just got it. It's $3.95 a month. So if you don't want to get the $3.95, if you do not want the subscription, fine. Just listen to me give the review. How about that? All right. So let's get into it. If you don't know who Blac Chyna is, I can't sit here and go into detail about Blac Chyna. Just know Blac Chyna was married to Rob Kardashian. Y'all remember that reality show? Good. We don't need her. It was a disaster. Their relationship was a disaster. The only thing that come out of that was a beautiful baby. She also has a baby by Wiz Khalifa. Am I right, y'all? Correct me if I'm wrong. She has a baby by Wiz Khalifa. But anyway, let's move on. Blac Chyna was born and raised in Washington, D.C. Okay, her mother is Tokyo Toni. Now, Tokyo Toni has had her own trials and tribulations. At this moment, when they was filming this, Tokyo Toni said she was homeless. Okay, she got her daughter. So, let's get into it. All right, we see at the beginning Tokyo Toni, Blac Chyna in the kitchen, and they are going at it. Okay, voices are being raised. So they cut that scene, and then they're like, let's go back 72 hours. And we see Blac Chyna. She talking about the fame, the paparazzi, and all this stuff. So she is at a cosmetic doctor, and she is getting not Botox, she is getting Juvederm injected into her jawline because she want that crisp, jawline. She is there with her best friend Treasure, which I like, and then her assistant. So they're sitting in the doctor's office, and I must say, if you see old pictures of Blac Chyna was a beautiful girl, but she has done so much to her face and to her body. Now, she's still a pretty woman, but she does not need all that, Botox, lip injections, all the stuff she has done to her face. Ooh. Anyway, so while they're at the doctor's office, her best friend Treasure gets a phone call from her son. Her son is 15 years old, probation officer, okay? He done messed up at school. Okay, of course Treasure is just all tore up about it. She was talking about how, she had just picked him up from juvenile hall that Friday, and now he's back in trouble. Okay, she says that there's nothing that she would not do for her child, but he just keeps getting in trouble. And Blac Chyna was like, maybe, this may be hard for you to hear, but maybe juvenile hall juvie is where he needs to be. Well, my whole thing is when you just picked him up from there, did he not learn? Honey, sometimes they have to keep going back, keep doing it until it finally clicks. Some people get it, some don't. Some kids get it, some don't get it. But eventually, let's hope that it will click. Because if, as Blac Chyna says, if he don't get himself together now, it's just going to get worse. Okay, he is going to end up in prison. Okay, so anyway, Treasure, she's crying, she's upset about that. Blac Chyna is trying to talk to her, but my whole thing is y'all inside the doctor's office. Okay, Treasure dropping the F-bomb, cursing, crying, snot flying. I bet you the people at the doctor's office was like, child, we have approved y'all to tape here, okay, to record, to give our, doctor's office a little ratings, but we did not expect all this hollering, screaming, yelling, cussing, snot flying. Y'all got to get up out of here. That doctor's office is like, you got to take your feet to the streets. Alright, so we have Tokyo Toni. She is coming to LA to visit her daughter. She is in the hotel room talking to her security, Wasi. Okay, W-A-S-I. I guess that's how you say his name, alright? She says that he is her best friend. She also believes that Wasi is attracted to her. Well, probably, alright? Did y'all know Tokyo Toni is only 49 years old? Boy, I tell you, that water is hard in Washington, D.C. Tokyo Toni, ooh, you have had a rough life. 49? I move on. So she's talking to her security guy, and she was like, I'm here to visit my daughter. She has not been treating me well. Apparently, alright, Blac Chyna gave Tokyo Toni a call. Alright. Tokyo Toni says that Blac Chyna stopped the call. Okay. Now, she has the call, but she is unable to drive the call because she says Blac Chyna stopped the call. Now, I don't understand exactly what that means, but hey, that's what Tokyo Toni says. Except Tokyo Toni keeps saying that Blac Chyna took her car back. Okay, that Blac Chyna took the car. But as we find out later, no, that's not the case. Alright. Tokyo Toni also says that she is homeless. She stays at different hotels here and there. She just don't understand how her daughter, who lives in $1 million mansion, has all this money, she will have her mother suffer the way that she does. She has not spoken to Blac Chyna. It's been over a year. She has not seen her grandbabies, and she just wants to talk to Blac Chyna. Now, as Blac Chyna puts it, Tokyo Toni was a hard mother to love. Okay? Tokyo Toni was not there for her. Her grandma raised her. Okay? Tokyo Toni is all about money, money, money. What you can do for me. And she was fed up. It's been over a year since she's talked to her mother. She feels bad about it. But she just wanted to cut off all the negativity and all of the toxic ways of Tokyo Toni. She is speaking to Treasure. And I just love this part of the show when Blac Chyna and Treasure is talking. And they both started crying, but Treasure, who don't have a mother, she lost her mother, and she was telling, Blac Chyna, she was like, look, we know that Tokyo Toni, your mama don't like me, okay? She does not like me whatsoever because Tokyo Toni thinks Treasure is a bad influence on Blac Chyna. I like Treasure. Okay, so far, the very first episode, I like Treasure. Treasure seems like she's a cool, down-to-earth chick. Okay, so anyway, So Treasure's crying, and Treasure says, I think that you should try to patch things up with your mother because you only have one mother. This is coming from someone who don't have one, okay? You know, I would rather fuss and fight with my mom just to say, you know, I have a mother. But just try to patch things up. And so Blac Chyna says that she's going to try, but it sure is hard. Tokyo Toni is a lot. She even calls her Miss Tony. I don't even think she even called her mom this whole time. She may have, but most of the time she called her Miss Tony. I mean, what type of a relationship is that? All right, so Tokyo Toni agrees to see her mother. All right, she's in her kitchen. And honey, when I tell you Tokyo Toni come into that kitchen like a pack of dogs. She storms in that kitchen. She already has an attitude. She plops down right there at the what is it called? The aisle of the kitchen. She plops down in the chair. And so Blac Chyna was like, you know, oh, okay, well, hey, you know. So Tokyo Toni gets upset because Blac Chyna was not facing her. Blac Chyna, I guess, didn't acknowledge her. Even though Blac Chyna was sitting right there. Blac Chyna even moved the chair that was in between them just so they could have a conversation. Okay, there was nothing in between them but space and opportunity, okay? So she moved that chair, but Tokyo Toni goes off. You gonna disrespect me? You gonna look at me? Oh, so you're not gonna turn and look at me? And so Blac Chyna says, I did. I'm looking at you right now. And so Tokyo Toni said, did you see her? Did you see how she disrespected me? Do you see? I'm not going to put this. You ain't putting this on no TV. You're not going to put this on no TV. I mean, she goes off for no reason. So the people are trying to get them together. Calm down. Because Blac Chyna said, you ain't going to do this today. All right? I have worked too hard for her, my mother, to come in here and mess it up. So cooler heads prevail. They back in the kitchen. Everything's calm. And here goes Tokyo Toni. Honey. Tokyo Toni look a mess. Her face, her hair, her clothes. I mean, just everything just seems so wrong. She looked like she would fight until death. Tokyo Toni looked like she would fight you until the death, honey. She just seems so angry and toxic, and everything is about me, me, me. She was up in Blac Chyna's face, screaming, yelling, spit flying. I mean, she was like this. She was like, I mean, just all up in here. And so Blac Chyna was like, get up off me, okay? Give me my space. Just move. Blac Chyna's wiping spit off of her face. I'm like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Tokyo Toni kept saying the same thing, all right? You're unappreciative, all right? You're disrespectful. Who treats their mother like this? You're lying on me. Tokyo Toni is saying that Blac Chyna is telling people that Tokyo Toni didn't raise her. That's a lie. Tokyo Toni said, I did raise you. Who raised you then? And so Blac Chyna said, Grandma. She said, no, she didn't. Tokyo Toni says, where did you lay your head tonight? Honey, Blac Chyna dropped a lie that I hadn't heard in a while. Honey, Blac Chyna said, from pillar to post. She said from pillar to post. Honey, that flew all over Tokyo Toni. I believed everything Blac Chyna said. Okay. Tokyo Toni was standing there like a crazy mad woman. All right. She brought up that car. Tokyo was like, you took that car back. You took that car back from me. I don't have nowhere to live. You took that car back from me. And Blac Chyna said, I didn't take no car back from you. It's there. The car is there. And Tokyo Toni was like, you stopped it. It's not running. And she was like, how do I have the power to stop a vehicle. Like how? How did I do that? So anyway, Tokyo Toni was so unreasonable. She was screaming. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all, these lights are hot. Woo! Y'all, these lights are hot. Anyway, so of course, Tokyo Toni is screaming, yelling, and she keeps telling Blac Chyna, you're disrespectful. Okay? You're supposed to respect your mother. Now, I had to agree with that. You do supposed to respect your mother. But honey, Tokyo Toni, you are not being... But Tokyo Toni, you are being so disrespectful to your daughter. How's she going to respect you when you're screaming and yelling and spitting all over the place? And she says that you were not that mother. You did not raise her. Her grandma did. So how do you expect her to respect you? Child, a mess. So here is Tokyo Toni still screaming, still yelling. She done backed Blac Chyna up into the corner. Blac Chyna was like, get up off me, leave me alone, that's it. Okay, this is all I can take. At one point, Blac Chyna even tried to hug her mom. Tokyo Toni wasn't having it. She was like, this is fake. You're fake. This ain't real. She rejected the hug, and then it was a wrap. Blac Chyna had enough. Blac Chyna said, you know what? If I was really about it, I wouldn't have you up in my house. I tell you to get the F out. And she was like, in fact, get the F out. So Tokyo Toni, all right, she blows up even more. And she tells her daughter, the woman who just now used the word respect, she tells Blac Chyna to suck a penis. I said, oh my God. Now this is a mother telling her daughter to go suck a penis. And so Blac Chyna was like, you know what, screw you, get the F out. Tokyo Toni takes off her shoe and throws it at Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna, that's it. She goes on glue. She picks up a little pineapple vase. She throws that. She tries to toss the chair. Y'all, it was just on like a pile of neck bones. People trying to hold each other back. And then that's it. Tokyo Toni goes outside screaming, yelling, and that is how it ended. It's going to be a pretty good show. Now, without the fussing and the cussing, I think I'm going to like it. I think that this gives a new light of Blac Chyna that we needed to see. Because, honey, that Blac Chyna we see with Rob Kardashian, absolutely not. And I think that the little sidekicks of the show, like Treasure, her assistant, and, you know, other people, I think will give a, you know, a nice improvement, you know, of the reality show. I think it will, I think that, you know, they will bring a nice dynamic, you know, to the show. But, yeah, check it out. You know, if not, I will be here every Monday giving a review. Like I said, it comes on Sundays at 8 o'clock on Zeus. I don't know how many episodes, probably 8 episodes or 10. I don't think it's that long of a series. I think that it's only like 35 minutes or something like that. 35, 40 minutes. I don't even think it's that long. But anyway, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.